Las Vegas 1992, a glittering paradise where fortunes shift at the roll of a dice or the flip of a card. Amid the neon glow and non-stop excitement, no one suspected that an ordinary casino employee would stage one of the most audacious robberies the Strip had ever seen. This is the story of the Stardust Heist, a heist so daring it shook Vegas to its core. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next episode. We'll uncover the Bellagio Biker Bandit heist, another bold caper that nearly outplayed the house. By 1992, the Stardust Casino was an icon on the Las Vegas Strip, famed for its extravagant shows and a constant stream of high rollers. Behind the scenes, hundreds of staff made the magic happen. People like Bill Brennan, a quiet, unassuming sportsbook employee. Colleagues rarely noticed him, and if they did, they found him pleasant but reserved. Yet Brennan had been meticulously watching. He observed shift patterns, security protocols, and exactly when cameras looked away. While the bright lights dazzled tourists, Brennan was planning something that would soon become legend. A heist without guns, alarms, or high-tech infiltration, just nerve and a thorough knowledge of the casino's soft spots. September 22nd, 1992, another typical day at the Stardust. Gamblers fed slot machines, dropped bets on upcoming fights, and teased Lady Luck at the blackjack tables. Bill Brennan clocked in as usual, managing sportsbook transactions and handing out chips. For hours, nothing seemed amiss. Then, with chilling calm, Brennan gathered over $500,000 in cash and chips, placed them in a bag, and walked right out the front door. No gun, no threats, no rushed escape. Surveillance footage would later show him strolling through the lobby, bag in hand, as though he'd just ended an ordinary shift. By the time anyone realized what he'd done, he was gone, along with the Stardust's money. It took hours before anyone noticed Brennan's absence and the missing fortune. Security assumed multiple culprits must be involved. Surely one person couldn't do this alone. Yet every lead pointed back to Brennan alone. No alarms tripped, no forced locks. It was as though he exploited a trust so ingrained no one even questioned him. A massive manhunt ensued. Investigators scoured casinos on the Strip, questioned co-workers and followed alleged sightings worldwide. Some insisted he fled to Europe under a fake passport. Others swore he holed up in South America. Yet real evidence never materialized. Brennan, it seemed, had vanished as neatly as he'd left the casino. Even after decades, his name lingers on wanted lists, fueling rumors that keep the legend alive. What drove Bill Brennan to commit such a brazen heist? Friends recalled he felt unappreciated, envious of the big spenders who breezed through the sportsbook daily. Some theories suggest he found an underworld connection offering a safe house in exchange for a cut. Others imagine he tried to live large under a false identity, only to vanish amid double crosses. The FBI anticipated Brennan would slip up while trying to cash out the stolen chips. But no suspicious exchange ever surfaced, and no known accomplice faced charges. Every so often, a new sighting hits local headlines, a tip from a bartender in Phoenix, an alleged photo from Spain. Yet each rumor fizzles, leaving the heist frozen in time. A haunting reminder of how easily Vegas illusions can shift into reality. The Stardust Heist rattled casino owners who prided themselves on top-tier security. If a mild-mannered sportsbook staffer could waltz out with $500,000, what else was possible? In response, casinos rolled out tighter background checks, stricter bag inspections, and more advanced surveillance. Executive teams scrutinized internal protocols. Instead of only scanning for external threats, they also began monitoring employees' behaviors and personal finances. Suddenly, casinos realized that the most dangerous threat might not come from armed robbers in ski masks, but from a quiet individual who knew the system inside and out. Indeed, the simplest approach, using insider knowledge, proved more devastating than any elaborate heist plan. The city, built on luck and glamour, now had to face the unsettling truth that trust could be a casino's biggest vulnerability. With each year that passes, Bill Brennan's trail grows colder. A handful of investigators remain convinced he's living under a new name, spending carefully laundered cash from the heist. Others suspect he met a darker fate soon after escaping, the victim of a partner he shouldn't have trusted, or criminals who wanted his loot. Without concrete leads, his life post-heist stays the subject of speculation. What's undeniable is that Brennan's crime became folklore. Vegas thrives on myths and larger-than-life stories, and few are as tantalizing as a single soft-spoken employee vanishing with a fortune never to be caught. Even in a city where illusions are an art form, the Stardust Heist stands apart, a rare moment where one man seemingly outsmarted the entire house and slipped away into the neon-lit night. The Stardust Heist remains legendary, not for its complexity or violence, but for its calm simplicity. Bill Brennan's casual exit from the casino's front door showed how the brightest lights can cast the deepest shadows. It's a testament to the fact that sometimes the most astonishing crimes involve no alarms, no chases, just a keen eye and impeccable timing. As Mats Fredriksson once said, in a city built on illusions, the quietest exit can echo the loudest. Words that still resonate along the strip, reminding everyone that the simplest plan, executed flawlessly, can turn a mundane figure into a ghost story whispered about long after the neon fades. If you found this tale gripping, like this video, subscribe and tap the notification bell. Next week, we spotlight another high-stakes Las Vegas mystery, the Bellagio biker bandit heist, where Anthony Carleo, disguised by a motorcycle helmet, made off with $1.5 million in casino chips and tried to outsmart the house one more time. Until then, remember, in a town of endless chances, sometimes fortune walks out the door when no one is looking.